So, within the first 3 weeks of following the core principles of intuitive eating, I had gained 12 pounds. And by the end of the third month, the total was 17 pounds. For those of you who don't know, Intuitive Eating is a book built around 10 core principles. I'll walk through those in a minute, but first, I had a very strong craving for chocolate this week, so I'm making these breakfast-friendly, fluffy oatmeal chocolate zucchini muffins. You can find the recipe on my blog if you're interested in making them yourself. It is a small batch recipe. Let me start off with a basic disclaimer. This is just my experience that I would like to share. I am not giving dieting advice. So, the 10 core principles are things like honoring your hunger, respecting fullness, finding satisfaction in food, letting go of food guilt, enjoying movement without obsessing over how many calories you're burning, for example. When I started this process back in 2014, early 2015, I had already lost nearly 50 pounds at the time. I think my highest weight was 234 pounds at the time. So with Weight Watchers, in about 2 years, I dropped 50 pounds, like 48.8 pounds or something. But I was mentally exhausted and I was always hungry. Before Weight Watchers, I had tried everything: clean eating, increasing whole grains, cutting carbs, upping protein, cutting out artificial sweeteners, calorie counting, Atkins, even 2 years as a vegetarian. And at one point, I tried something called Nutrisystem, where they ship you pre-portioned food and all you do is you add your fresh fruit and vegetables. Basically, if it was out there, I'd probably tried it. So when I heard about intuitive eating, it felt like a breath of fresh air. I remember buying the hard copy and also the audiobook. I felt like I had permission to let go of the diet cycle. I threw away my food scale, I packed up my bathroom scale, and I decided to simply eat when I was hungry and stop when I was full, and finally learn a healthy balance without obsessing over weight loss. At first, it worked. I didn't binge, I didn't stuff myself, and because I had been practicing healthier eating habits with Weight Watchers, I was still eating plenty of fruits and plenty of vegetables. I was also exercising, I went for long walks, and mentally, I just felt so much calmer. But here was the problem. What felt like comfortable fullness to me wasn't the same as what my body needed to maintain a healthy weight. I've noticed since I was a kid that I needed more food than my siblings or my classmates to feel full and satisfied. Even as an adult, I saw that a lot of my healthier, normal sized friends ate way less food than I did. My natural hunger cues just seemed to be off. I remember when I started the process of intuitive eating, I told myself my body will just balance itself out. But when I stepped on the scale at 3 weeks and saw that I had gained 12 pounds, I was shocked. It felt like one of those movie scenes where the room zooms in on you as you stand still. And by the third month, when I saw that I had gained a total of 17 pounds, I knew I had to stop. And that was because I had pretty much gained 35% of the weight that I had worked so hard to lose over 2 years, back in just 3 months. In my opinion, this approach can work for some people, but for someone like me, who's always had higher hunger levels, it just backfired. My intuition just wanted to eat more food. So fast forward to today. My experience with GLP-1 has been very different. For the first time, smaller portions actually feel satisfying. I can go to bed with mild hunger without it turning into an obsessive food noise. That's something I have never experienced before. And I can handle the stomach growling and the slight discomfort a lot easier because it's no longer an overwhelming experience. My biggest question now is sustainability. When I stop taking GLP-1, will my body adjust or will the extreme hunger come roaring back? What I do know is that I'm not going back to the roller coaster of no carbs, no sugar, no fat, no this, no that. It just does not work. This time I'm focusing on portion control and long-term habits. Restrictions and obsession just have not worked in the past, but neither did intuitive eating. If you've had similar experiences, I'd love to hear how you're handling it. Have you tried GLP-1 and reached your health goals and now you're off of it? How has your hunger level been? And do you feel a sense of balance now? Thank you so much for watching and have a lovely day or night.